Hello, and welcome to the magic of Cricut and digital files. My name is Wenda O'Neill, and I'll be your guide on this journey. Today, we'll be uncovering the transformative power of digital crafting and the lucrative business of creating digital files for crafting. Let's start at the beginning. What's a Cricut? Or, as some people pronounce it, Cricut. I pronounce it Cricut. Cricut is a game-changing cutting machine that's revolutionized the crafting industry. Over the years, the Cricut brand has evolved, bringing cutting-edge technology into the world of crafting. There are several models of Cricut machines, each with its own capabilities. And today, we're just going to look at the three most commonly used: the Explorer, the Maker, and the Cricut Joy. Each has unique features designed to cater to a range of crafting needs. For you as a digital designer, the only thing that you need to be mindful of is the capacity and the different types of materials that the different Cricut machines can cut. I generally cut paper or cardstock, so I can design for the Cricut Explorer, Maker, and Joy. The limiting factor with the Cricut Joy is the size. So if I design something that has a lot of intricate and very fine cuts, and it has to be sized down to fit into the Cricut Joy, it may not cut well. So it's important to understand what machine you're designing for and what materials will be used in cutting your design. And then just, when we actually get to the point where we're going to list your design, you can talk about which machine the design is specifically made for. So the role of digital files in Cricut crafting is significant, to say the least. Cricut machines use SVG, or scalable vector graphic files, which are converted into cutting paths for the machine. They also can use other files like PNG, DXF, and JPG. But the reason that the SVG is so typically what people look for is because it's scalable. And when I say scalable, I mean that it can be resized virtually into any dimension without losing quality. So if you've ever opened up a picture and you've made it really big and it gets very grainy, that's not scalable. Generally, PNGs and JPGs are not scalable. Also, editability. Unlike raster images that are essentially fixed when created, SVGs can easily be edited. You can modify colors, shapes, effects in vector editing software such as Inkscape, Illustrator, or Affinity Designer. And finally, compatibility. SVGs are compatible with a wide range of cutting machines, not just the Cricut. So in my Etsy shop, I sell a lot of SVGs to people that use the Silhouette or the Epson Print and Cut, or even the Glowforge, which is a laser cutter, because SVGs are just simply so compatible. So let's talk for a minute about the advantages of creating files for the Cricut crafting. First of all, there's a massive market. The popularity of the Cricut machine has led to a burgeoning audience of crafters searching for unique and high-quality digital designs. As a creator of digital designs for Cricut, you're tapping into a large and growing market with a strong demand for fresh and creative content. Also, the designs have infinite scalability. So the beauty of digital products is that you create them once. They can be sold an infinite number of times without any additional production cost. This makes it an excellent source of passive income. You can sell it, as I'm going to show you. Obviously, I'm going to talk more about Etsy, but you can sell digital designs anywhere. You can sell digital designs on Facebook Marketplace. It's really very profitable. It's profitable because, unlike physical goods, digital files don't require any raw materials or shipping costs, which means a higher profit margin for each sale. So you're selling the value of your design skills, not not a physical product. And finally, it's flexible and it's fun. You can run a digital design business from anywhere at any time, as long as you have a computer and internet access, of course. And if you're doing Cricut files or design files, you will need to test them before you can sell them. So you are going to have a Cricut machine to test them on. So you need electricity, internet, and a little bit of computer equipment. But you could essentially go anywhere and do this. You could live anywhere and do this. And it's fun. So that's what really hit me and really connected with my my creativity, because as a crafter, I make a lot of things and I fill my house up with the stuff that I make, but this is like crafting with purpose. So I give myself permission to craft because I know that I'm going to make it, I'm going to take some really cool pictures of it, and then I'm going to move on to the next thing because I'm going to list the file for sale on my Etsy shop. So flexible and fun is really true, because it really is. So in this course, what we're going to cover is how to look for things that are already selling that you'd like to make. And it's very important to find crafts or find the type of Cricut digital file crafts that you're going to enjoy making, because it's going to make a difference when you're doing the design and when you're testing it. Believe me, my journey with Cricut crafting started with what I thought I was going to really enjoy doing with my Cricut, and ended up with something that I never imagined I would enjoy so much. And then I'm going to show you how to use the free version of Canva and the free software called Inkscape to design your files and then convert them to the files for Cricut. And then we will test your files. We'll take pictures of your files, your completed projects. And then I'm going to show you how to list it on Etsy. And before we get there, I really just want to make sure that you understand why you're even doing any of this. So the benefits of selling digital files are, of course, passive and residual income. That's the biggest benefit of selling digital files, any kind of digital file. Think about it like being a writer, right? A writer writes a book that only has to write the book once. Doesn't have to write the book every time it sells. They earn money from doing the work once. And now there's no physical inventory. I don't need to ship anything. I don't need to print any postage. Plus, with a digital file, I can reach a global market. I can reach anybody that wants a digital file that has a computer can find me, right? And then also, I know it works. Yeah, I know it works. I know it works, and I didn't even know it was gonna work. And I'm helping you in a way that is going to show you how I went from no store at all 3 years ago and just creating a design and forgetting about it to where I am now, where I am receiving and making legitimate income every month. And most importantly, I just want you to sit back and think about the power of doing something one time and having ongoing sales. That is so powerful to me. Really just so powerful. So let's get started.